Hey girl, let's talk.
Good food. Like,
So much
now.
homework, I'm gonna die.
I don't think this is gonna work out between the two of us.
I freaking love Pope Francis.
Doctor Who!
So have you heard the one about
Hey,
egg?
that would make a great
Like,
Facebook
tonight,
status.
yeah.
Another thing
Look
to my
to-do
to-do
list.
list.
Your
Eggs
father.
and milk and butter, or maybe I'll
like
like
yellow
yellow
free.
free. Or maybe not.
So much noise! I'm Kateri.
And I'm Rachel. Silence is awkward. But it doesn't have to be.
There's a story of the prophet Elijah when he was trying to find the presence of God, and there came an earthquake, a wind, and a fire. But God's presence wasn't found in any of that. God's presence was actually found in the still, small voice.
This can be just like our lives. The winds, the earthquake, the fire. That's just like our joys, our excitements.
And from the time we wake up until the time we go to bed, we are constantly bombarded with noise. We've got Facebook.
We've got Twitter.
We've got YouTube.
We've got the internet.
You've got your friends constantly talking at your face.
What? Does that actually happen anymore?
Oh, yeah.
While a lot of these are good things, if we don't take the time to sit in silence to pray about it all, it can actually take us away from God.
But silence is actually more than just turning off the music, turning off the TV, closing your computer. A good analogy is actually like a cup of water that's stirred around and around and around and around and around. If you set it on a flat surface, it's gonna keep spinning for a while before it calms down.
When you sit down to pray, your mind is going to be spinning like that for a while. You can't just rush into prayer, say a couple of words, and then just turn back to Facebook and expect to hear God's voice through it all.
The Catholic speaker Matthew Kelly had an interesting challenge. He said to fast from noise for a set period of time, maybe 20 minutes. You just sit in silence and don't move for that period of time.
It is so hard. It's a lot harder than it sounds. But at the same time, it is so great.
A couple weeks ago, I went on a silent retreat with the Trappistine Sisters in Sonora, Arizona. It was the most profound silence I have ever experienced.
Kateri talked about how it was like a scene from a movie.
Silence is like a scene where the heartbeat's pulsing, everything comes into focus, and everything just slows down.
In this silence, God can speak to us. The Carmelites talk about the soul like a garden, where you go in and you converse with your Savior and your lover.
And now we have Mother Teresa's quote. Cue the music.
No, silence.
Okay. In the silence of the heart, God speaks. If you face God in prayer and silence, God will speak to you. Then you will know that you are nothing. It is only when you realize your nothingness, your emptiness, that God can fill you with Himself. Souls of prayer are souls of great silence. Ooh, that's a good one.
Thanks. And now a G.K. Chesterton quote on silence. Poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese.
Wow, that's deep. Okay, so take time to meet your Savior in silence.
Learn to pray.
Go write a poem about cheese.
And be holy. Bye.
Bye!
Sentence. What kind of way?